What's good, YouTube? Mike Raw checking in with a new video. Coming at y'all raw because I wanted to give this to y'all for a minute, but I just been bullshitting, so I'm just gonna give it to y'all raw. But, anyways, this is gonna be the video on how I lost 40 pounds in 4 months. But here's the story. It started out in November of 2019. Just finished playing football. Our season was over. Didn't go the way we wanted it to go. Really sad. I had gone back for a fifth year for the sake of getting another ring and to, be with the team and everything. But didn't happen. It's all good. Moving on. But after that, I was like, okay, cool. I can lose some weight now. If y'all don't know, if you're a lineman in football, generally your coach wants you to be a little bit heavier because linemen are up in the trenches, bumping and a tumping and stuff. And, you just got to be a bigger dude. So I was a bigger dude. Whatever. Want to be a good lineman. So football ended. Ready to lose some weight. Immediately, me and my boy Matt Cross, shout out if you're watching the video, hit the gym. And we were hitting it consistently. And we're going like most days of the week. Every time we go, we'd hit like 20 minutes on the elliptical first. High intensity. We'd do like the intervals or whatever. And then we'd do our workout, like our normal strength training workouts. But we ended up, instead of doing lower reps, we put it to higher reps so you burn more calories that way. But we did that till the end of January. I actually graduated in December, like mid-December. But I stuck around Ashland because I was working at the local physical therapy clinic. And, now I'm in PT school, but at the time I was in aid trying to get hours and stuff to get, well, I had already gotten accepted actually, but I was just getting hours to get paid. But yeah, we were doing that till the end of January. Then I moved back home. So that was cool. Reunited with all my high school friends and stuff because I've been living in Virginia the past 5 years. But as soon as I came back, it was cool. Everything was like I had never gone anywhere, all that fun stuff. So that was awesome. Kept working out, kept doing cardio, and I really relapsed a lot over Christmas break. Like, I ended the season at like 250. Then I got down to 240. And then by the end of January, I think I was like between 245 and 240. I'm pretty sure I was like 245, but kept working out. That was cool. And I got to like, I'm going to say the end of March. And that's when I really started to like heavily weigh myself. And I realized, damn, I am not losing any more weight. I am in a plateau here. What do I need to do different? So I took a step back and looked at life, and I was like, I'm going out a lot. I am drinking sugary drinks, and I'm doing it decently often because this time I'm graduated, and it was cool, and there wasn't a ton to do during quarantine. I did see some friends. We socially distanced, but we had some drinks too. But at that point, the end of March, I was like, okay, let me take a step away from alcohol real quick because I really wanted to see these gains. Like, I was like, summer's coming up. Really want to see these gains. We're done with drinking for a while. So I cut out the alcohol, and all of a sudden, the pounds started to melt off. Let me tell you, they started to melt off. Like, when I got home, I have a treadmill here at the house, and my preferred cardio method, I was walking on an incline on the treadmill, and I just do 30 minutes. I do like a 3.3 to 3.5 speed, whatever that is on a treadmill. But I do that on the highest incline for 30 minutes, and every single day. But I do that, and I didn't have a gym access, and one of my friends has some Bowflex dumbbells, so every now and again we get a workout in with those. But for the most part, I was just working out with 2 elastic bands, a pull-up, like a doorway pull-up bar, and like a makeshift 53-pound barbell that my brothers made. That was great. And we have like a 15-pound dumbbell. But formulated a ton of workouts with that, so found a way to still work out. But I was lucky enough to have a good base some muscle mass because I was a chunky dude for like the past 9 years being a D lineman. So essentially I was bulking, lifting heavy, working out hard the past 9 years. So finally now I was starting to trim the fat off. And thankfully I had that because without the gym membership, it's real difficult to like build a muscular physique if you don't have a good baseline. But yeah, the pounds started to melt off. I was probably March, April, May, June, July. Yep. So it was probably like at that point, it was like 8-ish pounds a month. I was just dropping. Like, and by the end of July, at one point, I weighed myself in the morning, and I think the lightest I weighed was like 208. And I've already internalized in myself that I'm satisfied being, for now, with being in between 210 and 215. And eventually, I think I stopped drinking for like 2 months. And eventually I was like, I reevaluated. I was like, okay, when you're formulating these plans, it's got to be sustainable. So I don't want to not go out with my friends and, not participate in whatever, the homies are doing. Not that you have to drink to have a good time, but I just felt like drinking. So at that point, I realized, okay, nothing's terrible if you do it in moderation. So if you're just doing it like once a week, whatever, with you, and you kind of compensate for it. So maybe like up your cardio just a little bit to like compensate for that, you'll be all right. And you don't even have to do that every time. If you want to eat a little Debbie cake, eat a little Debbie cake. That's fine. Just don't eat the box of little Debbie cakes. I ate, oh man, I had some bad habits, man. When I was living in Macon, there'd be nights I'd wake up and my girlfriend at the time, she'd like hear me in the kitchen. She'd wake up like, what are you doing? And it'd be me like in the kitchen getting a zebra cake or oatmeal cream pie or something. And it wasn't a good time. It wasn't a good time. Bad habits. I'm glad I'm out of those now. If you're doing that, stop doing that. But yeah, that's the realization I came to by the end. But pretty much what you're going to need to do if you want to lose weight, you got to have a vision. You got to know where you're at. You got to be realistic about where you're at. And you got to know where you want to go. So, okay. You see a guy on TV, whatever, guy, girl. Damn, I like that physique. I kind of want to get there. You got to be able to look at yourself objectively, look at them objectively, and be like, okay, shit, this is how much work I'm going to have to do to create a realistic timeline of how long you're going to need to maintain whatever program you generate in order to achieve your goals. So once you got the vision in mind, then you got to create a plan, right? You can't just run in willy-nilly and do anything any day, any given day. Like one day you eat all carbs, one day you eat all fats, whatever. You got to kind of be methodical what you're doing. So one way that I started out after I cut the alcohol, I went ahead and did a calorie maintenance calculator. So your maintenance calories are the amount of calories that like just operating normally on a day-to-day basis that you need to consume to maintain your current body weight. So I did one of those. They're not 100% accurate, but they don't need to be. It's okay. Go ahead and do that, and it'll give you a rough number to start out with. And what you want to make sure you're doing every day if you want to lose weight is be below by at least 300 calories that got caloric maintenance. So when I first cut the alcohol, I was pretty extreme with it. Like I was probably like 500 to 700 calories below it. And they say that sets you up for losing a lot of muscle. I compensated a lot by doing a very, very high protein diet. So the majority of my calories are coming from proteins, whether it be a shake or lean meats. And that's not necessarily necessary. If you're cutting and you want to maintain your muscle mass, I recommend and Google recommends 0.7 pounds, 0.7 grams to a gram of protein per pound of body weight. So at least a 0.7. Like it was a minute there I wasn't even drinking, like buying protein, because protein can get expensive sometimes, like protein powder. So I was just eating a lot of meat, and I was barely getting that 0.7, but I was making sure I was at least getting the 0.7. So yeah, that's all going into having a plan. And in order to be under your calories, you don't have to. You could just eat less, work out, like lift weights to maintain your muscle, lose weight. If you want to accelerate the process, slash and or eat more, because I like food, I like eating, I drink sometimes, I like snack foods, cakes, whatever, and I compensate it by doing cardio. So my preferred method of cardio was walking on an incline on the treadmill. So what I would do is I would set the treadmill up. We have a treadmill here at the house. Set it up to like the highest incline, and I'd walk for half an hour at like a 3.3 to 3.5 speed, somewhere in there. I don't know how fast that is on a treadmill, but it's like a brisk walk. And every single day I do that and continue to lose weight. As you lose weight, your caloric maintenance is going to go down. So I think my maintenance when I was heavier was like 3,000, and I'm still eating 3,000 calories a day, but I'm running to the gym, working out, running back from the gym, and I still walk that 30 minutes. So that's my way of compensating. And more or less, that's my maintenance, because I kind of eat whatever I want now. Well, not whatever I want, like within reason. Like it's healthy. It's very high protein stuff for the most part. And I'm maintaining this 210 to 215 body weight. But yeah, after you got a good plan set, what you got to do is you got to think about your plan and the sustainability of the plan, because you don't want to cut all this weight and waste your time and just immediately regain the weight. So that was one thing. Like I had a friend, he was like, I was talking to him and his parents, and they were like, you're doing this, but how sustainable is this? Like, how sustainable is this? And I really had to think. I was like, I really could keep doing it, because I've been doing the running thing. And like, you lose enough weight, your joints start feeling better. You actually do start enjoying what you're doing. So as far as I'm concerned, so long as I'm healthy, I'm going to keep doing it, because I've been in PT school. We just had midterms, so I've been stressed out for a good little many weeks now, and I'm still doing it and finding a way to fit it in. So it is doable. There's ways to be productive while you do it. Like when I'm walking on the treadmill, what I do is I put my iPad on the little treadmill stand, and I watch lectures while I'm walking on the treadmill. So you can do that with whatever. If you're in school, listen to your lectures or study videos or whatever. And next point I'm going to bring up is being motivated. Like nobody's going to count your calories for you, your protein for you, or get you up in the morning to work out. Like it's kind of got to be, it's got to come from within. You got to see that vision. You got to, when you don't want to get up, you got to think about the vision, and you got to get up anyways, because, everyone's going to have off days, but so long as you keep the vision in mind and you don't lose sight of the vision, straight from the path, you'll be straight. So that's the rough tips, YouTube. If y'all have any questions, just hit me up. More videos to come. If y'all like this more raw kind of video, just let me know, and more of these will come out. But for now, that's all. Mike Raw signing out. See y'all in the next one.